Young and the Restless next week, Adam exposed and Faith and Lucy's scary crash. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Young and the Restless sees Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, face a damning expose. Also, Faith Newman, Raylan Castor, and Lucy Romalotti, Lily Brooks O'Brien, are hospitalized following a crash. Their parents, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, are understandably terrified. The CBS soap opera shows Victor Newman, Eric Braeden, and his pawn, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, are deep in conversation at the GCAC bar. They are plotting against Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, on Young and the Restless. Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, cautions Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, over caught in Victor's revenge scheme against Jack. YNR also sees Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, faces pressure from Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, and Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, to quit her nanny job. This is so she can join the Newman family business. A horrific car accident involving Faith and Lucy sparks fear and anxiety for their parents, especially with the recent mention of Cassie Newman's, Cameron Grimes, tragic death. Amidst the chaos, Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, admits to sleeping with Adam on Young and the Restless. So this sets off a chain reaction of lies and confrontations. As the week unfolds, the Newman and Abbott families brace themselves for the inevitable ramifications of their actions. Get all your daily Young and the Restless spoilers and news here at Soap Dirt. And stay tuned for updates on your favorite characters' fates. Young and the Restless next week, Adam exposed and Faith and Lucy's scary crash. Genoa City never sleeps. Beneath its glimmering facades and polished boardrooms lies a tempest of secrets, rivalries, and heart-pounding twists. Next week, the drama crescendos as Adam Newman faces the unraveling of a dark secret, while an ordinary afternoon takes a terrifying turn for two young lives. It all begins with an icy tension in the Newman family orbit. Suspicion has been simmering for weeks, but now the pieces are beginning to align. Adam's carefully curated image of redemption starts to crack. Victor, always 10 steps ahead, has quietly launched an internal investigation. Unbeknownst to Adam, someone close has betrayed him, someone who knows just enough to cause real damage. Meanwhile, at Newman Enterprises, Victoria grows increasingly uneasy. Something isn't adding up with the numbers coming out of a recent division merger, something that reeks of manipulation. Files she had previously overlooked now appear tampered with. Quiet inquiries lead her to an anonymous source who points directly to Adam's office. Elsewhere, Sally Spectra's confidence begins to waver. She's seen things, heard things, that don't quite fit the story Adam's been telling her. As she retraces moments they've shared, hidden clues come to light. A phone call she wasn't supposed to overhear. A late-night meeting Adam brushed off too quickly. Her loyalty, once unshakable, begins to erode. By midweek, Adam finds himself surrounded. Victor confronts him in private, laying out a trail of evidence that points to a financial cover-up, one that implicates Adam in embezzlement and insider trading tied to a hush-hush deal with a foreign entity. At first, Adam denies everything. Cool under pressure, he weaves a partial truth, but Victor sees through it. The patriarch's silence weighs heavier than words. Adam realizes this time, he may not be able to charm or manipulate his way out. But just as the Newman family braces for fallout, a parallel storm brews. Faith Newman and Lucy Romalotti, riding high on springtime excitement, plan an afternoon road trip out of town. The weather is crisp, the skies are clear, and the girls are full of laughter and teenage hopes. No one anticipates how swiftly joy can twist into horror. The trip begins with carefree energy. Music blares, windows are down, and the road ahead feels infinite. Faith drives cautiously, always the responsible one. Lucy snaps photos, documenting every smile and silly pose. But fate has other plans. Somewhere on a rural stretch outside Genoa City, a truck veers unexpectedly into their lane. Faith swerves hard, trying to avoid impact, but the tires lose traction. The car careens off the road, slamming into a ditch and rolling violently. Metal crumples, glass shatters, and silence falls. Back in the city, the news hits like a tidal wave. Sharon receives a call from a state trooper. Her face drains of color. Nick, at her side, bolts into motion. At the hospital, time slows to a crawl. Faith lies unconscious, bruised and broken. Lucy, though awake, is clearly in shock, her arm badly injured, her spirit shaken. Daniel arrives moments later, breathless and pale. His daughter lies in a hospital bed, her eyes unfocused, whispering apologies no one is prepared to hear. Lily, drawn by concern, rushes to Daniel's side, offering a shoulder and quiet strength. The crash becomes the center of Genoa City's collective heartbeat. Residents gather at the hospital, offering prayers and support. Phyllis tries to keep her composure as she paces the hallway. Christine, pulled in by Lucy's connection, promises justice if negligence is at play. And Chelsea, hearing about Faith, breaks down quietly in the studio, her motherly instincts aching. While families rally around the crash victims, Adam watches from a distance. He hears the news, but his name is already being whispered in other corners of the city. Victoria shares the findings with Nikki and Nick, and the Newman board is convened in an emergency session. There are calls to remove Adam from power. The exposure is complete, the proof undeniable. Emails. Bank transfers. Confidential memos. A reckless chain of decisions made under Adam's command. Yet Adam doesn't fall apart. He doesn't rage. He becomes cold, calculating. Isolation hardens his shell. He knows this could be the end of his hold on Newman Enterprises, and perhaps his father's legacy. But he also knows this city never forgets its grudges. And revenge, for Adam, is always personal. While lawyers circle and the press begins to sniff blood, Faith regains consciousness. Her first words are confused, soft. Sharon clutches her daughter's hand, whispering silent gratitude. Lucy, meanwhile, begins to recall more details. She remembers the truck, blue, with a rusted panel and missing taillight. It wasn't just an accident. It was reckless driving, and the truck didn't stop. Chance takes on the case. He interviews Lucy gently, gathering the fragments. His investigation leads him to a suspect, an out-of-town driver with a record of DUI offenses. The truck is found abandoned 2 counties over. The arrest is swift, but the emotional wounds will take longer to heal. Back at Newman, the fallout continues. Adam is forced to resign, his office cleared out in a single afternoon. Sally, now torn, chooses not to follow him. She returns to her fashion brand, eyes opened, heart heavy. Victor, though furious, offers no public comment. But privately, his disappointment is monumental. Victoria ascends once again, reclaiming control. The board stabilizes, investors breathe easier. But the scars of the scandal linger.